Hundreds of people are feared dead in Hong Kong following a massive fire that spread through a residential high-rise complex. The death toll stands at 55, but with nearly 300 reported missing, that figure is expected to rise. 3 construction company executives have been arrested on suspicion of manslaughter. Officials say that the inferno may have been caused by unsafe building materials and possible gross negligence. There were 2,000 apartments in the complex. Hong Kong is some of the world's most densely populated housing complexes. The inferno burned throughout the night, and firefighters are still struggling to reach people who may be trapped on upper floors.
The charred remains of a housing complex rise over Hong Kong. Scores of people are now confirmed dead, including a firefighter. Hundreds more remain missing, many feared still inside. Hong Kong has not seen a blaze this deadly in decades. At the fire's peak, sections of charred scaffolding crashed to the ground. Flames tore through apartments, bursting out of windows as onlookers stood in stunned silence.
Some of my friends live in this estate, so I just come and pray for them because I don't know how to help them.
The fire broke out Wednesday afternoon inside an 8-building complex with 2,000 apartment units in one of the world's densest cities. It first swept across bamboo scaffolding surrounding several blocks of Wang Fuk Court in Tai Po, where large-scale maintenance work was underway. As evacuation teams pushed through thick smoke, residents kept arriving late into the night, desperate for news of missing family members.
My wife was still inside the flat when the fire started. I told her on the phone to get out. But once she left, the corridor and the stairs were all filled with smoke, and it was all dark. She had no choice to go back inside.
A fire this large is now triggering major questions. Police are investigating whether exterior building materials helped the flames spread. 3 construction company executives have been arrested on suspicion of manslaughter linked to the use of flammable materials.
Everyone knows this material is inflammable material, right? And could potentially escalate the spread of fire. And it's suspected it may be one of the cause to cause the fire and the spread of the fire so quickly.
Meanwhile, hundreds of displaced residents are sheltering in a government-run community center, unsure whether they still have homes or loved ones to return to. Deadly fires once plagued Hong Kong's crowded neighborhoods, but decades of tougher fire safety rules has made tragedies like these far rarer. This blaze has shattered that sense of security and left a city asking how a modern high-rise complex could burn this fast and cost so many lives.
And journalist Selina Cheng is joining us live now from Hong Kong. She's on site there where those buildings have been burning. Selina, is there still hope of finding survivors there?
The search and rescue efforts are continuing. I think as of 1 or 2 hours ago, the latest death toll is around 55 people, but more than 200 people are still missing. So this is very much a developing situation. There are already a lot of survivors that were found, and of course, not everyone in the 4,000 people estate would have died, but this is very much an ongoing
There's already been some accusations and charges, in fact, leveled at individuals that they are apportioning the blame to for these buildings burning up so fast. Tell us a little bit more about that.
The government has arrested 3 people who are directors or executives at construction contractors who were responsible for the renovations, for the exterior renovations and scaffoldings. They were arrested on charges of manslaughter, but it's unclear what the details of the investigations are. And the Anti-Corruption Agency of Hong Kong, the ICAC, has already started their own task force to investigate fully the potential corruption that was involved. This is because the housing estate was embroiled in a dispute since last year related to the renovations where residents opposed the selection of some of the contractors and the prices of the tender involved. And so there were questions on social media as to whether the materials used were up to scratch and whether the mesh material above all surrounding the bamboo scaffolding were inflammable or were they of substandard, leading to the rapid spread of the fire.
What more do we know about those materials? Can you tell us more details?
There hasn't been any official information yet, but from resident groups on social media, there were some people who said they had tried to complain to the management about how the scaffolding was done. And then the government firefighting services said they found that some of the windows were sealed with flammable styrofoam boards to prevent loose material from breaking the windows during the construction work. So there are a lot of factors that might be in play. So the official cause of the spread of the fire is still under investigation.
Journalist Selina Cheng in Hong Kong, thank you. Journalist Cheng Ronson joins us now live from Hong Kong. Walk us through the latest about the status of the fire. I mean, we can see those trucks there behind you. Is the fire now at least under control?
Luckily, the answer is yes. After around the whole midnight rescue, the fire engines and the firemen's effort, it seems, have some very good scenes for the fire. Most of the apartments and the buildings, the fire is putting out, and it seems the fire is under control. But we cannot see the firemen go upstairs, so we are still waiting for the latest news for the missing people.
And a lot of people are still missing, indeed. Just walk us through what is happening now with the operations going forward. How high is the hope that they might be able to find some of these people, that they may have survived the blaze?
Luckily, on the morning, there are some people who were saved. A 3 months baby, a lady, and an old lady. But it also seems that some missing people still have no ideas of what they really happened. For example, some people, they may have contact with their family at the beginning of the fire, but they lost control at around 8 o'clock in Hong Kong time, and their cell phone cannot connect anymore. So the number still hold on above 200. We can just hope, give a whole great hope that most of them are still alive. But we can see the whole 7 buildings were totally burned. I don't know that my wishes will become true or not.
Authorities have been very quick to apportion the blame and to make arrests. What more can you tell us about those who have been arrested on suspected manslaughter?
Yes, because the police said that there's some foam board around the windows of the buildings, and they said this is the main cause for the fire widely spread. So they arrest 3 people because the buildings are under the refurbishment. So they arrested 3, maybe the bosses and the people in charge for the company in charge for the refurbishment. But it's still in a very preliminary investigation. It seems that the investigation have to be hold for more long time.
Journalist Cheng Ronson in Hong Kong, thank you so much.